Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Broncos are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Raiders, who will need to solve that secondary.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. On first down, it's Newton. And Rudolph has it left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And now running right through him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number. Carlos Hyde, see you later. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Carlos Hyde, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Carr now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Eifert. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Newton on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done. On second down, here's Newton.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Buying time to his left. Got a man. He finds Sanders. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They run it again with Hyde. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. From the gun, Newton. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's Newton now on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that one's complete to Gurley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Eifert, the man in motion. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Barrett. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
They come out here in the eye. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Again, it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Operating from the gun, Newton, and that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Flush to his right, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing again. Carr. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. On first down, Carr. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Carr to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Barry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Carr now on first down. Flushed out right. Got a man. That's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On first down. Carr. Dancing to his left. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22. Now Carr again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. To throw on second down. Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Shaquille Barrett with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Play action. It's Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Play clock winding down. Another carry now for Gurley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Now he'll escape to his right. And Cooper able to work his way open. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Good move by Gurley. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, Carr. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here's Carr to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And he shows some mobility there, getting outside of the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
He had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? He said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone for a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Out to the flat for Hyde. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. But at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders are pouring it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now Newton on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd and 10. Newton again. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Newton. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And Allen's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
He dumps it to Hyde. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Off play action. Newton eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And this one is incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And room there to work it inside the 25. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. The shotgun snap for Newton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. To throw on second down is Newton. That is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Broncos on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now it's Newton. And it is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Here's Gurley. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. Look at the spin. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. Here's Marquette King now, standing just outside his own goal line. Time for a break. Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And an alley to run. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again they run with Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Carr going to look to throw. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use it. And all the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. And the Raiders have recovered.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Raiders, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be